Alright, hey guys, Grant here. Today we're going to be going over my EDC or everyday carry. This is the stuff that I keep on me every single day, no matter where I am. I think this is for me personally, I think this is the minimum everybody should have on them as they go about their daily lives. I'm going to go over how I have my stuff set up on me, and then afterwards we're going to head on over to the table and go into things more in depth. To start off with, we'll go with the blaster here. I appendix carry a Glock Model 45 with an X300 Ultra in the Holster Co. Stealth light bearing holster. It's got the Raven concealment tuckle strut and the soft loops, which I think as far as inside the waistband holsters, the soft loops are the way to go. They're the most secure while being the easiest to remove on and off. As you can see, that took nothing. It's also got the claw there to kind of push the pistol into me. You saw before I took it off, you couldn't even tell I had it on me. Glock night sights, blacked out rear, tritium front. I'm going to be replacing these with the Trigagon fibers. Other than that, this gun is, in the light, the gun is completely stock. I haven't felt the need to do anything else to it. So that's that. I don't carry a spare mag. Is it going to get me killed in the streets? Maybe. I just don't. Sometimes if I'm carrying a single stack, I do, but I've got enough other stuff on me. I don't bother with the spare mag most of the time. My knife is the Spider Co. Stretch. It's a pretty decent sized EDC knife. I like bigger knives. It's been a good knife. I'll include a link to it in the description. It's been awesome. I've had this for a while now. It's treated me well. Blade stays sharp. It's been an awesome knife. I don't have any complaints on it. I'm not really a knife guy, to be honest. It's not my hobby, but this does the job well. I also keep with me a lighter because making fire is important, and a tube of chapstick because it is becoming wintertime and shit gets chappy. On my other pocket, I've got a cell phone. This is the Motorola X4. I've beaten the shit out of this thing. I need to get a new one. Over here, sometimes it's in my back pocket. If I'm wearing these 511 jeans, I keep it in that kind of M4 mag pocket. This is the Surefire E2T NVWXYZ Tactician. This is you can use it as a defensive light, blind your attacker. It's got a 5 lumen setting, for tasks. It's been a pretty good light, and it's lightweight and stays out of the way. So there's that. Back pocket or front pocket, depending on my mood. Card wallet. This is the Recycled Firefighter Sergeant. I believe what it's called. It's like an 8-card wallet. It is actually made out of recycled firemen, believe it or not. On my ankle here, I carry the Riker Nylon Gear AFAC. This has been an awesome piece of gear. I've had this over 2 years now. It's been awesome. It keeps everything, all my medical supplies, where I need them, and they keep them on me, most importantly. And it's been awesome. No complaints there. After 2 years of wearing it, I don't even know what's there. In fact, I feel more naked without it. So this has been awesome, and couldn't give this enough higher praise. So that's on my left ankle. I think that's about it as far as what I keep on me. My belt is the Special Operations Equipment EDC Cobra belt. I offset the buckle because I appendix carry, and I've got the Velcro lined one. Comes in handy if you have any Velcro pouches or anything. You're slapping gear on to go to the range. Like a Blue Force Gear mag pouch or something. It mates to the Velcro, stays where it stays put. It's been awesome. So yeah, other than that, now we're going to cut to the table and kind of go into everything more in depth. All right, so the first thing we're going to go over is the Glock. Before anybody says anything, yes, it is unloaded. Like I said earlier, it's in the Holster Co. Stealth light bearing holster, the Raven concealment tuckable strut, and the Claw. The Glock itself is as pretty much as stock as you can get. It's got the Surefire X300 Ultra on it. Stock Glock night sights, although I blacked out the rear. I've got the medium back strap on it. Yeah, nothing else much to say about it. I keep it stoked with Federal HST 124 grain plus Ps. It's been awesome. I've got about 3,000 rounds through it so far. It is showing a bit of wear. I don't give a shit. It's a Glock. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. It's a Glock. Who cares? Every now and then when I don't feel like carrying that, I do carry the Smith & Wesson Shield. It's more of a summertime / vacation / I'm lazy and don't want to carry anything bigger gun. This has been awesome as well. This rides in a Squared Away Customs Zulu Alpha. I don't remember what holster that is, to be honest. It's on their website. Next is the Surefire Tactician. This has been a good EDC light. It's mostly a EDC / fighting light. It's not meant for PIDing people at 100 yards, so don't expect that. It's got the max vision beam on it, which means it's all spill and no throw. So yeah, you're not going to be seeing very far, but anything in your immediate vicinity is going to get lit up. It's 800 lumens, and that's got a 5 lumen low setting for when you drop your keys behind the couch and such. My chief complaint with this is it's the tail cap right here. It's very sensitive. I get light NDs all the time when this is in my pocket, and normally I don't care very much, but it's not very cash money when you blind the family sitting behind you at the restaurant when you go to sit down. So I'm going to switch this out for a Scout tail cap or a Defender's tail cap or something, but this thing has to go. I need a clicky one, and I want something with the raised bevel so it's not as easy to depress when you sit down. The clip is robust. I don't have any issues about that. Solid construction. I will say that this thing chews through batteries pretty fast, so that's something that you're going to want to check on when you eye your gear. Check the batteries. It will get noticeably dimmer when they are running low, and they do go by pretty fast. Next is the Spyderco Stretch. It's a good EDC knife. I don't really have I don't have a ton to say about it. It keeps its edge nice. It's a Spyderco, so you know it's a decent blade. Clip's decent on it. No worries there. It's a bigger blade, probably about, I don't know how long it is, 3.25 inches maybe. Decently sized blade. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. It's rock solid, no worries there. Kind of the main attraction and what I consider to be the most important part of my EDC is going to be the Riker Nylon Gear AFAC. I wear mine with the stretchy extension because I've got meaty calves and I've got a lot of stuff packed in here, so I need the extra girth, circumference. I don't know. It's probably girthy's probably not the right word, but I'm gonna go over what I have in it. Everything's formed to me, so taking all this out is going to be a labor of love, but I do it for you guys. So starting off here, one of the main features I like about the AFAC in particular is it's got these retention straps, and it keeps all your stuff in place. Some of the other ones, they don't, and your stuff will fall out as you get down and dirty. H&H mini compression bandage. It's about the biggest you're going to fit in this thing. It'll do the job. It'll patch somebody up until help gets on the way. Hopefully hopefully you don't need this, but it's a good compromise. So you can still crank this thing down and get a lot of pressure on the wound. It's got a 4x7 pad, and yeah, it's got plenty of elasticity to it. You can get some good pressure built up with that. Gloves, because if I'm treating a stranger, they are fucking nasty. So PPE is important when you're treating people that you don't know, even people that you do know. Next, I keep shears. Because you gotta see wounds to treat them, and you gotta get people trauma naked, and this makes life easier than stabbing them with a knife. So keep these. They're small, they're lightweight. I think they actually came with the AFAC, if I'm not mistaken. So these ride in it as well. You can also run like a Sharpie or a needle decompression needle. You can stick that in there as well. The sky's the limit. Kind of the two main things on this. This is the soft TY tourniquet. I like this because it is a full-fledged, full-size tourniquet, TCCC approved. It's proven itself stateside as well as in GWAT overseas. It's a good tourniquet, and I like it because it folds small. Kind of a size comparison, it folds smaller than a cell phone, so that's awesome. And it's about the only thing that I would want to put in that. As far as real tourniquets go, a cat's a little too big, and it's got those windlass retention clips, and they just kind of print more than I would like. So that's the soft T is what I go with. It's a little harder to apply one-handed if you don't practice with it a lot, but it's pretty easy to apply on other people, and this is my preferred one for that, aside from the Sam XT, but that's not going to fit in here. Next is quick clot combat gauze, because hemostatic dressing is important. If you're using any of this, it's already a bad day. Make life easier by using a hemostatic agent. It's gonna really help things out and speed up the clotting process. The one thing about the quick clot is that if you're on blood thinners or anything like that, this relies on your body's natural clotting abilities, so may not work as well. But this is an important thing to have, and really speeds up the process and has a much higher success rate than your standard Curl-X or anything like that. My favorite thing about the AFAC, and the main reason that I bought it, is it's got this horizontal pouch for chest seals, so you're not folding them up and messing them up. They'll still work, but I prefer not to fold them when at all possible. This was one of the first, if not the first, in town to have that feature. I don't know if any others do at this point, but yeah, so in here I keep hyphen compacts. There's two of them here. As you can see, they're pretty beat up from riding on my ankle. I need to replace them, but yeah, those ride on this. They fit perfectly. As you can see, it's just the right size. The pocket extends the full length, so if you wanted to fold up some halos or something like that, you could, but I roll with these because they're a good compromise for EDC. As far as the AFAC itself goes, like I said earlier, I've been rocking this thing for over 2 years now. Not a ton of loose stitching. I haven't had to burn any threads off. I haven't had any issues with this at all. The Velcro is getting a little worn out because I've taken this thing on and off literally thousands of times, multiple times a day for over 2 years, so there's no free lunch. If anything's going to give, it's the Velcro. Still got lots of life left in it, but if anything's starting to go, it's that. So yeah, as you can see, I'm able to keep all of this stuff on me with this thing, which is awesome, because when you need this stuff, you need it now, and I don't want to be running to a bag or a truck or anything like that, so it's important stuff to have. If you don't know how to use it, learn. Dark Angel Medical, Lone Star Medics, D-Day Response Group, anybody like that can teach you how to use this. Stop the Bleed classes are free, so if you don't know, learn. Chapstick for the obvious. This is the recycled firefighter Sergeant wallet. I've had this thing for probably 3 or 4 years now, maybe. It used to be black and Typhon. The Typhon Cryptech pattern wore off completely. The cash strap is getting blown out and faded, and it's supposed to be a 5-card wallet. I think I have 12 crammed into here, so probably going to be replacing this soon. I keep 12 in here because it is so stretched out. So there's that. Cell phone, Motorola X4. It's a okay phone. I don't really care that much, to be honest. It's a phone and it makes phone calls, and yeah, so there's that. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for bearing with me on this. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Please subscribe, hit the like button, all that jazz. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.